Over the last 4 weeks since the start of Just Create Season 2, we've crashed an airship, created some basic farms and a mine shaft, built a skydock with storage, a kitchen, and a wonderful tavern, and maybe got involved in a few criminal activities.
I will write it in the horse's blood.
Whoa.
Oh, okay, sorry. I thought that's where we were going.
Today I want to do something I've not done in a very long time, and that is to mess around with secret doors, create myself a hidden office or meeting room type area for planning illicit activities, and generally then getting this skydock looking as good as we can by adding some more finishing touches. I'm thinking we may also automate some food at some point so that we can sell something, but we'll see how far we get today. And I guess to make this plan work, the first thing we actually need to do is to decide where the entrance is going to be to our secret area, and I'm thinking the tavern is the obvious choice here. Just got to choose where. We could have a secret entrance in one of the bedrooms, maybe? Because the beauty of this place is we've actually got a whole mountain behind us, so if we jump into free cam and have a look, we can see just how much space we've got back here. But I don't think I do want to do it in a bedroom. I feel like it would be better if it was actually in the tavern itself. Now, the obvious choice would be probably somewhere behind the bar and have a secret entrance in here somewhere. That maybe seems a little bit too obvious. Maybe we should make it look like there is a secret door here, but not actually have it go anywhere, just to throw people off if they're looking for it. I wonder. What if we just, like, lifted up the entire wall and had a secret tunnel behind there? That could work. I mean, that could work really well, actually. If we jump into free cam and have a look through the wall, we've got plenty of space before we hit the back of the mountain. Lots of space to put stuff. Oh my days, what is that? Some kind of massive experience farm going on down there. Look at all those books. But anyway, right, secret entrance. Maybe it should be there, and we'll figure out a cool way to activate it. In fact, I guess we should probably work that out first so we can actually get behind there and start digging a tunnel. And actually, when it comes to activating it, isn't there something cool you can do with these bookshelves? Don't these give out redstone signals these days? Let's go grab some redstone bits and figure it out. We're also going to need super glue. Going to need comparators, which we need to make, which means we need redstone torches. We're also going to need redstone links. Ooh, what's this? Linked lever, linked button. Looks like a redstone link, but includes a lever. Connects to gauges and send an update instantly. Or we've got a redstone link with a button. Let's just stick with what we know for now. Oh, I need some andesite casing. Let's just quickly get a bunch of those. So that's the redstone links. And then to actually open it, I think a mechanical sticky piston is probably going to be our best bet. Which means we need a bunch of piston extension poles. Then we can make a piston. And to make it sticky, we're going to need slime. So to get slime, I need more dough. We should have plenty in here. But I'm also going to need lime dye, which I can potentially get from chopping up onions, apparently. Although actually, no, it needs to be wild onions. I don't have any of those. What can we get green dye from? Ferns and rose bushes. Okay. I don't have any rose bushes, but someone's got to. In fact, there's some right down there, look. Let's just grab a couple of these. We'll get some bone meal. That way we can get a bunch more. Then we'll just crush those. And there we go. Couple of green dye. That'll do. Then I just need some white dye, lime dye, slime, and a piston. And the last thing I'll need is a sequenced gear shift. So that should be all we need to build this door. So first, let's just come around the back here and stick the whole door together. Let's not forget the panels at the front. Then we're going to need to dig out some space above it so we can actually lift the door up. So we're probably only going to want to raise the door 3 blocks. So let's put 3 blocks there. And we'll put the mechanical piston in. We'll give that 3 poles. Then let's just dig out a little area to put the mechanism in. Guess all we need is a sequenced gear shift. Get rid of those temporary blocks. And I reckon we can just stick the water wheel straight on there, you know? And what we want to do when this is activated, we want to turn the piston by 3 meters. Delay that for maybe 5 seconds. And then move it 3 meters back. Then let's just activate this. Okay, so that goes down. And let's change the direction on the water. Right, so now when we press it, it should come up. Wait for a moment. And then it will go down. Okay, cool. So I need to make a couple of changes here. One, this bit here is not going to work. This is actually blocking the door. So let's just move all of this over by a block. Stick a shaft in, water wheel, put the water back. So let's try that again. So door comes up, gets to that height. and then door comes down. So if we put a redstone link on there, then we'll set a signal of a slab and a bucket, because that's what I've got on me. Set that to receive. Now we just need a trigger system. So let's test out this bookshelf theory. So if I put a comparator down here with a line of redstone, then we put a bookshelf down. Oh no, it's just told everyone what I'm doing. The power of books. Let's cover this up just in case anyone comes by. It doesn't help that it tells me everyone's already in my pub. That'll be the straw statues. There's a lot of mobs around here. Okay, no one's commented on it. I think we might have gotten away with it. Let the science continue. Right, so I want to know how this works. If I chuck a book in there, we do have a signal. Signal of 5. What about if I put another book in? Now the signal's gone down to 2. Now it's 1, 1, 2, 3. Now it's 4. What? How does this work? What happens if it's completely full? That is 6, but now it's completely full and it's only 3. Oh, wait a minute. Right. Okay. I think I know what's happening. I think it's signal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on the books, and whichever one you interact with, 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, is what sets the signal. So if I do this, it sets it to 3. If I do this, it sets it to 6. Okay, right, got it. So if we want this to trigger a door, our best bet is to have it go 6, because then it can only be triggered by slot 6, right? Although we don't want it to be continually powered, we just want it to pulse. So we need a pulse repeater. Then we can give it some kind of a delay. Have that go into the redstone signal, which I believe we set to that and a bucket. Now, in theory, if I interact with this slot, should I open my door? You don't want to open my door? Maybe I put the signal the wrong way round. So let's try that again. Oh, yes, it works. It opens and then it should close again after a few seconds. Perfect. Apart from the fact I've just shown how to get in on video, it's perfect. So I will need to change that, but it's a good proof of concept. Can't have you running off and tell everyone how to get in after all. Oh, it's not working. I think it's because I need to interact with something else first. Yeah. Okay, that's cool. Just an extra layer of security. So I guess the next step is to do some digging and figure out how I want to actually do this. I'm thinking maybe a corridor that's about sort of 15, 20 blocks long with an office at the end, potentially. Because then that gives me space in future to expand out to the sides from the corridor if I want to. Yeah, that sounds like a plan. Oh, let's get digging. Right, that should be a long enough corridor. I just need to work out how I want to make it look now. If we're going to be putting in a wall there, the floor only needs to go to this bit. So how about we do spruce with a little bit of an oak edge, maybe? Or dark oak edge, I should say. Something like that. And then we'll probably have pillars every, let's say, 5 blocks. Yeah, that feels good. Now I've just got to decide what to do with the walls. And I know I want to have paneling at the bottom, but I want to add a little bit of color. So I've actually made a few mangrove shelves. I think something like that on the bottom edge could look quite nice. But I don't have enough mangrove to do the whole corridor at the moment. So if we do go this route, we're definitely going to need more. I think I know what I want to do on the walls as well, and that creates another problem. Because I think I want to use a combination of green concrete and green terracotta, and of course I don't have any green dye. I also don't have any terracotta. So far, the only mesa I've seen is this tiny one over here, which isn't going to get me much terracotta at all. So let's just chuck on an elytra and head over that way, and it looks like I can grab some cactus on the way as well, because that looks like a desert. Well, I'm still looking for another mesa, and we've come across some mangrove swamps, so I could grab the mangrove wood we need, I guess. But I don't have my create saw with me, which means it would take forever, so no, we're not going to do that. A mesa. Oh, and somebody slept, thankfully, because I didn't bring a bed. Thinking about it, I didn't bring my drill either. Not to worry, we'll just grab a few stacks and call it a day for now. We'll come back with a drill later. Or, of course, we could automate clay and get terracotta that way, but we'll worry about that later. And I have to say, I'm loving this Voxy mod, apart from the fact I've got giant holes in the world now. But look, I can see all the way back to spawn from here. I'm thousands of blocks out. Right, that should do it. We've got a bunch of cactus. We've got a bunch of terracotta. I just need to grab a bunch of mangrove, and then we should have everything we need. So the terracotta, we don't need to worry about dyeing that, because we can actually dye that down at the workshop. We are, however, going to need a bunch of gravel and sand in order to make the concrete. And I believe if we crush down the cactus instead of just converting it manually, we actually get twice as much dye. Let's chuck the cactus in there. And yep, look at that. Loads of dye. Now I need lots of gravel. And we'll turn a bunch of that into sand. And in the meantime, what I'm going to do is dye this terracotta. Now, what I'm actually going to do is dye half of it green and half of it lime green. So let's do the lime green half first. Oh, would help if I didn't have a magnet on. Let's try that again. So we're going to turn the first batch into lime green, and then we're going to turn the second batch into green. So basically what I want is kind of a striped effect on the wall with the different greens. I don't know if it's going to work better with green terracotta and green concrete, or green terracotta and lime terracotta. There's no crafting table in this place. They're not. But if we make a bunch of green concrete, and I need to quickly make some lime dye so we can make some lime green concrete as well, then we'll have all 4 greens and we can mess around and see what the best mix is. Then we're going to wash this concrete powder so that we actually get concrete. Then we'll decide what color combination to do. Tell you what though, that does look quite nice just with the terracotta, doesn't it? And I think lime concrete is a big fat no. That's way too bright. And green concrete, it's a little bit brighter than the terracotta. But you know what? I think I just prefer the terracotta after all that. Didn't need all the green dye after all. So let's see how this looks alongside the mangrove shelving we've already got in. And if it's any good, we'll go chop down some mangrove and do this everywhere. What I'm thinking is literally just putting stripes down the wall like this. And I think that works quite well. Let's quickly get the ceiling in. And I think I might want to put a carpet or maybe even just some of that sort of rug type thing on the floor. Now for the ceiling, we're going to do the smithing tables in slabs again, just because it looks nice. Oh, that is not how we do that. Then we'll have a lantern on each of the beams. Maybe a canvas rug floor? What do we think? Quite like that. Get some pictures hanging on the walls. That should look nice. So I guess I need to get myself a whole lot more mangrove. Then we'll get all that mangrove stripped. Then we can make a bunch of mangrove shelves. And we should now have everything we need to get that corridor finished. Alright, that's the basic part of the corridor in. I think I'm going to swap out these chains here for copper chains because they are all gradually going to age and go green, and that just looks weird at the moment without them being copper as well. We need to get some pictures on the walls, so I guess we're probably just going to be going to Google and typing in airship again, let's be honest. Look, it's either that or make them with AI, and I'd rather just steal them from Google. And then we need to figure out what we're going to do at the end here. So, copper chains. We're going to need more paintings, which means we need a bunch more paper. That's just awkward. That means I'm going to have to strip more jungle wood. And we'll get some more rope as well, because I like the effect we've got in the bar, and I think it would be good to carry that on down our fancy corridor. And speaking of the fancy corridor, you may be wondering why I've done it as a fancy corridor instead of like a cave thing, which would probably be more piratey. But the thing is, I'm a very successful pirate. Look, just play along, okay? But let's assume I'm a very successful pirate and I've got a nice looking lair instead of just a dingy cave. At least for the bit hidden at the back of the tavern. I'm sure we'll end up with a dingy cave somewhere eventually. But anyway, we need more paper, which means we need bark, so let's get chopping. Now we can make the paper, which we can then use to make paintings. Just make a whole bunch of these. And let's get this corridor finished. And the reveal's already looking pretty good, but it'll look much better once we've got a big door at the bottom. Short while later, and progress is being made. We've got a bunch of stolen Google images on the walls, and I'm liking the corridor. It's coming along nicely. But I have done this wall slightly differently, where I've actually used copycat slices across the top here with more mangrove in instead of double bookshelves. And I think I prefer this because we can do more with the rope at the top, and proportionally it just seems a little bit better. Problem is, that means I once again need a whole bunch more mangrove. So I'm going to go chopping. We're going to change the corridor from this into this, and then we can get to work on a fancy door down that end. I'm hoping somebody's going to automate mangrove soon so I can just buy it. That'll be much better for me. Yeah, there we go. That's looking much better. Like that. I guess now I need to dig myself out an office though. Right, there we go. Now we've got space to actually build our office. So let's start by getting a floor in, and we're just going to go with some stripped dark oak in a checker pattern here. That gives us a basis to work from. But I guess before we go any further, we should probably get a door in, and I want to try and do something cool here with the copper. Basically thinking a big slidey door, but let's put a little bit of detail at the bottom. That would be something like that. Then maybe some big elaborate stairs down the side here. And that's going to help me frame out the room. There we go. Some beams like that do the trick nicely. We've got a huge space here to be able to hang a giant chandelier or something. We've got these stairs that go up and round to the main door. And this seems like a good area to have some form of planning table. I do have an idea of something I want to try for this. I'm hoping it's going to work, but we'll get to that in a while. For now, I want to sort out the walls in here and once again, the ceiling. In fact, before I do that, I should probably sort out the door so I can actually get in and out of this place without having to break things. But I need to go get myself some more door-making things, mostly another piston. Oh, and I've just spotted these. This was something I wanted to try out. I wondered if they'd make the bottom of these pillars look more interesting. They do, but we've also got this version, the lighter version. I'll tell you what, I think I do prefer the lighter ones. Yeah, that's nice. I like that. Anyway, let's stop getting distracted and go get what we need. We're also going to need another sequenced gear shift. We've still got the redstone links. We've still got piston extensions as well. So I think we have everything we need. So that should now work. I've just put a temporary button down here. So that's going to open the door from this side. And I think we're going to put another secret lock on this side. Doesn't need to be as secret as the last one though. And what I'm thinking is if we bust in the wall here, should get access to the back of these shelves here. What I should be able to do is literally just take a signal when something goes in. Let's just test that out. If I put something in there, yes, that has lit that up. And if I take something back out, it unlights again. And it doesn't really matter what you put in there. It's just a case of putting something in there to trigger the door. But that'll work just fine. It doesn't need to be as secure as the first door. I'm just going to wait for this to open and then close again. And then we'll test it from this side and just make sure it's definitely going to work. So put something in there. Yep, there we go. Perfect. Right, now let's sort out the walls and the ceiling, and then we can get to designing the rest of the office.
Hello, Mr. Beardstone.
Hello?
Oh, I hope I'm not bothering you. Can I have just 5 minutes of your time?
Of course you can, sir. How can I help?
Okay. I just want to just come down with me to my base because, well, I just heard something terrible. I just heard that someone was walking around in Fox's base covered with horse blood, with a horse head on as some sort of mask, with threatening people, placing down stones at Fox's base. And well, I was just addressed as like the marshal of this area to investigate it. And I just want to ask some things from you and just want to show you a little photo. If that's possible,
Yeah, of course, yeah. I'll follow you. I'll follow you, sir.
All right. Okay, so here is the photo. I know it's a bit pixelated, but
Yeah,
I think the letters are clear.
I mean, the
visible.
The letters are clear. They are visible, but that doesn't mean that's me.
All right, but who else then?
Would you hold here 1 second, and I'll show you.
All right.
I will be back, I promise. Right. Okay. Let's mount our defense quickly. I've got an idea. How we can get out of this. I need this horse head, and I need a straw statue. Okay, this is gonna work. Hopefully, maybe. Okay, so I'll show you how that could be anyone or no one. You see where I'm going with this?
Okay. Well, you actually have a point here. I was not aware of this trick. Okay. This is definitely.
There you go. Look. Now suddenly it was you. See what I mean?
Yeah, that's true. So someone who reported this whole thing to me could be lying, or I maybe have to investigate it a bit further.
It could easily be a setup. Yeah. Yeah. Crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, that's true. Well, Mr. Beardstone, for now, I would like to let you go.
Whoever's feeding you information, they've obviously just used a straw statue and placed me in there.
So the problem is that I'm caught between having a photo evidence and like having the photo evidence from certain people who are like who can just joke around and threaten me with reporting a crime and
Wow. Yeah, well, if there's anything else I can do to assist, obviously I'll be more than happy to help.
All right. Well,
yeah.
I'm really sorry to hold you up, and yeah.
That's all right. It's okay. No worries. Yeah. I'll get back to what I was doing. Happy to help, officer. Right. Well, I think we mounted quite a good defense there. As long as he doesn't watch my video, we're all good. Right. So I need more terracotta for my super secret scheming room. Well, if it isn't them two. The rats. I just came over to have a word with you two because I saw you flying past. Have you been turning rat on me?
From the blabbiest man.
I'll have you know, I was threatened heavily by Foxy. He took my diamonds. He said he was going to double prank me and all sorts because I wouldn't tell him where your super secret base was.
But you told him we helped you instead of just taking the blame for yourself, which you should have done because it was your idea.
Yeah. I mean, I'm a pirate.
Oh,
What do
he's
you
always
expect?
stuttering a little bit,
What's
isn't
your-
he?
Look, I'm a pirate. What do you expect? Okay. Look, I'm nervous. You're standing there holding a creeper. I'm very nervous right now. At the end of the day, I said that maybe potentially hinted at maybe that you guys may have been potentially involved. Maybe.
I told you that
For what
block down
reason?
sign.
For what benefit?
No. Foxy said that he thought you were involved because of the block down smells thing, and
Yeah.
I told him while we were over there.
That's
that what happened?
what caught you out, Blockdown. You put a thing on the wall that said Blockdown smells.
Oh, did
trying to blame from yourself. Yeah, definitely. It was
That's not how I remember it.
Listen, we're just trying to get ahead of this thing before enemies are made.
Well, what can I do to help?
Take the blame with the marshal.
Oh no, I'm not doing that. All right, cool. In that case,
Wait.
Wait.
Wait. Have you got bread? Automatic bread?
No.
Beef?
No, I don't have automatic anything. I mean, I've got some ratatouille.
I think
you
it's
like
best you
this?
leave, Mr. B.
Wait, no, maybe. Listen. What if we just say?
We should go on the floor so we're not burning up our jetpack fuel.
Oh yeah, we can. We're all just
It's
floating.
not, I don't know, we're just hovering in the sky, having like a super secret chat where we're highly visible from everywhere on the server. Good job, everyone.
Okay,
Wait.
listen. We won't say anything else to the marshal. We'll just completely like gaslight him, pretend we have no idea what he's talking about. If
Yeah.
you
Wait.
stop blabbing-
I have an idea.
Okay.
What if we combined, pin the blame on somebody else?
We could do that.
We should pin the blame on Azu.
What about, I don't know, Rofo?
Progress is being made. I've got the walls up. I've started doing a little bit of decorating as well by adding some ropes and things like that because, well, apparently we just really love hanging ropes everywhere around here. I've also got in a fancy chandelier, which is gradually going to go away from copper and turn into the weathered copper. So that way it will match the lighting out here. And in the middle here, I'm going to have a table. This is going to be the planning table. I've decided to use a wall-to-wheel so we can have a round table. But I'm not liking that Z fighting that's going on down here where I've put the carpet in, so we're going to get rid of that and maybe just swap those blocks underneath instead. And I'm going to try and do something quite cool in the middle here. Right, so yes, of course, I was in free cam there, going up into the sky, because what I want to do is take a shot of the map. What I failed to consider is the fact I was wearing my jetpacks. The whole time I was flying up with free cam, I was flying up into the air, and then when I let go, I fell to my death. So let's try that again. We're going to take a screenshot of that. I then took that map into Photoshop, turned it into a circle, and I've put it in a graffiti can here in the middle of the table, which looks amazing. But more importantly, look at all these tiny little figures for planning all my schemes and plotting and whatnot. And to make these little guys, what I did was I got a straw statue, gave it a name, made it small, gave it no gravity, and then made it even smaller. And then, as long as you've got an armor stand in your hands and you crouch right click, you can get into this menu, which means you can make them even smaller. And then from there, I could just position them wherever I wanted. But I think that makes a very, very cool effect. However, the rest of the room is looking quite empty. So I think we're going to need to add a few bookshelves, maybe some piles of loot and things like that. Get some paintings on the walls, that would look cool. And just generally make the place look a whole lot better. Love how it's coming along so far, though. Dave!
I heard somebody land on my roof. Oh,
Dave, it was me. It was down here.
Oh, hey,
I crash landed into your dock. How you doing, buddy?
Doing good. How are you?
I'm good. I come bearing diamonds. I heard a rumor. Heard a little rumor that you might have a little bit of zinc.
Yeah. So I did sell some zinc already, and it was 1 diamond for 1 stack of zinc. If that's fine by you.
Can I have that much zinc, please?
Okay, that's 15 stacks.
Perfect. If you've got enough, of course. I wouldn't want you to run dry on zinc.
I
Oh, you've got 54 stacks of blocks.
have 36,000 stacks of zinc right now. So yes.
I mean, I know you like copycat panels, but oh my days, Dave. Well, thank you very much for the zinc. I've got to get back to scheming, back to work, back to building.
Scheming.
No.
I heard that.
No,
Yeah.
you didn't hear a thing. Right, see you
but
later.
I didn't hear a thing. Goodbye.
That's the one, Dave. That's the one.
Yeah, see you.
Always helps to have some brass coins in the pocket. Right, so we've got a bunch more zinc. I can get more copycats, and I can finish sorting out that interior.
Beardy.
Hey, I almost got caught there.
Where are you?
Hey, right, let's get out of the pub. Let's not let them see my entrance.
Yes, yes, I see you.
Oh, hello.
Mm-hmm.
How you doing? You alright?
What you been doing?
I've been working on my tavern. Why?
Oh, okay.
Why do...
Do they just look familiar?
I mean, they're red seats. No, they don't look familiar.
Okay. Okay.
Wait.
Got my eye on you, Mr. B.
Like, genuinely, what's this actually about?
I found some creepers in my house. On seats.
Oh. I see. I mean, I did see some people carrying creepers around earlier. But to be fair,
Oh, okay.
they said they were going to drop them on top of Azu for doing a bad job at his job or something.
What would these people look like?
I mean, I wasn't sure. It was pretty dark. It was just silhouettes
Okay.
in the sky. Yeah.
But you managed to have a conversation with them at the same time.
Yeah, it was really weird.
That's really strange, that Mr.
Yeah,
B. So what did
I think they were
sound
using
like?
they were using a voice changer. Look, I'm turning over a new leaf. Okay, I'm not Mr. Blabstone anymore. I might
Mr.
have.
Blabstone.
Look,
Reveal.
I'm not Mr. Blabstone anymore. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I mean, I saw some people carrying creepers. It might be completely unrelated. These seats aren't mine though, so you can have them back.
Okay. I'll have them back. I need to know these secrets, Mr. Blabstone.
Nah.
Tell me. Tell me?
Well, nah.
Okay.
Nah. I don't think
Come
I'm gonna.
on.
I don't think I'm
Come
gonna.
on.
I thought about it. I've considered my options. You
I
know.
can't believe the amount of times you've caused me to die on this server. In fact,
I was
just
literally just.
yesterday.
I was literally just placing your head on a shelf.
Well, there we go. I mean, it feels like you owe me a favor here.
I might owe you a favor.
Mm-hmm. Go on.
What's the favor?
You owe me the names of the people that you saw, Mr. Blabstone.
Well, I don't know their names. They were too far away.
No,
the name,
yeah, okay,
the name
what-
didn't come up on top of the head. They were too far away. It was all silhouettes and stuff.
What did they sound like?
Humans, I think, for the most part.
From which region of Earth?
Oh, the land side.
You know what? You're not being very cooperative. This is not a favor
I'm answering your
returned.
questions.
No. This is not the answers that I need, Mr. Blabstone.
Well, wait, this isn't the first conversation I've had like this recently, so...
Well, it seems like you're always getting yourself mixed up in these situations.
But people ask me questions a lot. What can I say?
You seem to be at the center of everything. Right. Well,
It's not intentionally.
My eyes are on you,
Everyone keeps
Mr.
blaming me
Beardy.
for everything.
it's your fault.
Yeah, love you,
Goodbye.
Rofo.
Bye, mate.
The moon reflects on your head as you run away.
Oh, go away.
Okay, right, that was close. We almost got rumbled there. But the good news is I'm pretty much done in my little sort of office scheming meeting area type thing. But look at this. How cool is this looking now? Still waiting for the lights to turn, but they're getting there. But I've also got a bunch of bookshelves over there now, and yeah, Rofo's head, as well as Silverfish Gang memorabilia. We've got a bit over here that still needs some detailing. I need to get a book in there, and I could probably do with a few books in the shelf as well. I just want to have a couple of detaily bits over here. This entire shelf here is being saved for something which hopefully we'll get to very shortly. And with any luck, we'll be able to fill that shelf up. But then I've also got these paintings where I've just taken some screenshots of my base, run them through an oil painting effect on Photoshop, and I'll tell you what, they actually look pretty cool. I particularly like this one here. What a lovely pirate portrait. But overall, I absolutely love how this room has come out. And another cool little thing I've done here is you may notice we've got these seats that go all around the outside, and I don't need that there anymore, and I certainly don't need the torch anymore. But I've given myself a seat over here, which is slightly raised compared to the rest. And the secret there is just underneath. We have a mechanical piston set to only place when anchor is destroyed, and I've just raised the seat up ever so slightly. So now when I sit here, I'll be slightly raised over everyone else I'm talking to. So that's the kind of pirate I am. I've also added a few smaller armor stand details to the table. But yeah, I am loving how this is looking so far. And a few minutes later, I've now sorted out this corner too. So we've just got a book, some coins, a few diamonds, nothing too fancy going on. But now it's time to talk about this big old shelf here. And that's been built with one specific purpose in mind. And that is to store all of these sort of Funko Pop style things that we can get. And as you can see, they are found in trial vaults, which means we need to go find a trial chamber. So let's have a little adventure at the end of the episode here. And once we get back, hopefully we'll have, if not all of them, at least a decent amount of the pops.
Mr. Beardstone! Mr. Beardstone.
Oh, this can't be good. It never is. What's up?
That's a rather ominous looking bottle you've got in your hands there, sir.
Yes. I mean, I'm about to go find a trial chamber if you're not up to anything.
I could be persuaded. What are we doing? Tunnel boring it?
What? No, I just want some Funko Pops.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm definitely up for that.
Hey, do you know where a trial chamber is?
They're underground, sir.
Right, let's do this.
You got me feeling like a firebolt high in the sky, looking like a thunderstorm, boy. Here we go, You're easy to remember, so hard to forget. And baby, it's a coward way you strut. How could I not worship every inch your feet have touched? Baby, run away with me. You kill it lonely. You make my eyes unsee. All the crazy. You make my heart believe. There's only one of you, baby. Run away with me. Don't leave me lonely. You make my eyes unsee. All the crazy. You make my heart believe.
Right, okay, so I just want to quickly go over what pops I got before we disappear back home. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of the different ones. So we both got 9.
Oh no, wait a sec. I've got 10 because I got Kev ones.
Oh, you
got-
got Kev. I didn't get Kev.
I've got 2 of those. You can have one.
Oh, brilliant. Thank you. Goodbye, Miss Beardstone.
I don't know how to get home, Foxy. Where are
That's
we?
why we have a mod with a map in it.
Yeah, we're miles away. Oh, I am actually looking in the right direction. Yay me.
Thank you for that. I appreciate your time, and I'll see you later, Mr. B.
Yeah, man, that was a lot of fun. Toodles!
Bye.
Oh, this is new. Guess the bread baron's been by. Let's go decorate some shelves. The good news, that was a successful trip. We managed to get a whole bunch of the pops that we wanted. We managed to get 10 different ones out of the 15 that there are. So let's have a good look. So we've got Kev, looking cool. We got Rofo. We've got Stam. These things just look so awesome. I love them. Got Throwlash and Legion. Then we've got Frog, Eggs, Foxy, Dave, and Blockdown. So we'll make sure to try and get more of these in future. But sadly, that's all we've got time for today. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye now.